Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome back to the GAN program, the Next Generation Sustainable Alternative Proteins for Food, Fundamentals and Technological Innovations. And in the previous lecture, I've been talking about different sources of alternative proteins. For example, we discussed a lot about how plant can act as a alternative source. How can we extract proteins from alternative source? How insects can be a potential source for alternative super proteins? How microalgae can be a potential source? I did not cover fungi, for example, mycoproteins, how those can be exploited to produce alternative proteins. We discussed about all these things. Now we are going to have a tutorial session, the tutorial number 1, that means interactive session on identifying potential protein sources and market gaps. I also mentioned about market gaps, if you remember. I gave a lot of pictures about images about my visit to US and some supermarket pictures and all these things, and I also showed you a lot of graphs and how the market is growing and so on. And having that as a background, we're going to have an interactive session. So what you're going to do is that I'm going to create you into multiple groups, right? And you will discuss in the group about one particular alternative protein source that can be used to feed the growing population, at least in your local area. Am I clear? You are going to discuss about one particular alternative protein source that can potentially be used as a protein source in at least in your local area. Think about it, just think about your surrounding, which one I can use to create alternative proteins, right. Second thing, we will also discuss about if you have to sell that one to the market beyond your local area, what would be your strategy? Two things. You will discuss about what is the one, you not to discuss too many things, you just have to decide on one alternative proteins, okay, and then you have to discuss about how would you market that beyond your local area, what is needed, what are the challenges, what are the opportunities you have, that you are going to discuss in the group, right. I am going to make a group based on counting now, and then what we will do is that since we have been sitting in this auditorium for a long period, let us take a different approach. We will go to the campus. NITK Rourkela has a very beautiful, fantastic campus, lot of trees, some dogs, be aware of it, and it's little bit hot today, but still I hope you can manage with it. Okay? So we will walk and you will discuss and we will come back, right. So the plan is like this. Now it is 3:35 ish, something like that. So how many minutes can we walk according to you? No, 15 minutes too small, little. We need to walk a little bit more. Half an hour? Okay, we will walk half an hour, 30 minutes. You're welcome to walk wherever you want, but you have to come back to this place after 30 minutes. But the problem is, it's very confusing. Then it might be difficult for you to come back. So go if you know the route. Otherwise, follow this gentleman and he will take you. We will all follow him because he knows every single gully here. Am I clear? Is it okay? Okay, now I'm going to make a group. The group will be like this one. So you will count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1 will become one group. 2, 2, 2 will become group. 3, 3, 3 will become group. 4, 4, 4 will become a group. It will be a mixed group, and I really want it to mix. I don't want you guys to go with your own close friend and talk about what poda was that? Chana poda. Right? I don't want to discuss about that. And you're welcome to do that, but discuss science. It's always nice to get somebody new. Why? Because you are here not just to learn this course, you are also here to create a network. That's also very important in science. Create a fantastic network around you, learn from each other. That's called peer learning. It's extremely important because sometimes you learn from your friend, your companion, than your teacher. Discussion is very important. Okay, so we will make a group now. 1, 1, 1 will gather together here, make a group. 2, 2, 2 will gather together here and make. 3, 3, 3 will gather together here, make a group. 4, 4, 4 will gather together here and make a group. Is it okay? Yes. And then we will come after 30 minutes here and we will discuss about what we have discussed. That will be the first tutorial of the day. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the GAN program, Next Generation Sustainable Alternative Proteins for Food, Fundamentals and Technological Innovations. And in the last lecture, we have been talking about how too many things we have discussed, like what are the different sources of proteins. In the tutorial 1, you discussed about potential sources in your hometown that can be marketed. And then we also discussed about different extraction technologies. We discussed about how do we characterize proteins. And just in the morning today, we discussed about how we can modify the proteins and then how we can scale up the production of proteins, right. I told you that there is not many literature today to understand how alternative proteins can be scaled up. Okay. Unfortunately, I could not have our industry expert today because of some reasons. So, I am going to mediate or moderate this particular session. So, we are going to have a tutorial number 5, interactive session on overcoming challenges in scaling up alternative production. We will be having a discussion about it. So, we will again make a group like we did last time for the tutorial number 1. So, what we are going to do here is that you are going to discuss about, you discussed in tutorial number 1 a potential source of proteins, right, and you talked about market opportunities. If you want to sell it to, let us say, prepared in Rourkela, you wanted to sell it in New Delhi, or you want to sell it in Copenhagen. New Delhi people are different, Copenhagen people are different, right. Copenhagen is using a different kind of food products, New Delhi is using different kind of food products. However, they can use the same ingredient that you are producing, right, but you need to purify that ingredient in a right way, in a right content and right quantity, right. How do we do that one? What are the strategies you going to use? That you are going to discuss with the same group that we had in the tutorial number 1. Right. We will walk around and we will discuss about what are the challenges of using alternative proteins, especially scaling up production problems, right. Those questions we will be discussing together in group. We will come back here and we will just discuss about what did you guys discuss, what are the source, what are the purification technology you will use, what will be the advantages and what will be the disadvantage and which product they can be used. Would that be okay? Are you guys ready? Yes, let's walk around. So, okay, group number 1 will be here and group number 2 is here. Welcome group number 3. Okay, you need an invitation, that's nice. Okay, group number 3. Yes, and welcome group number 4. Okay. Okay, please carry your mobile phone with you. Okay. It will happen exactly like this one. Please listen to me carefully. There will be one person in the group will take a camera, will take a short video what you are discussing. It don't have to be very nice and those things, because we need to record it. Just take one. That's a one person's duty, and that you will decide among yourself. I don't tell. You are free to do. Who is the best cameraman you have? Get a nice pictures. Okay. And the second one, in the group, one person will take the notes of what you are discussing, right. What are the major aspects that one person will take a note? Please carry a paper and pen or type it in your mobile phone. I am fine with that. Okay. But everybody will discuss in the discussion, everybody will participate in the discussion. Is it clear? One person will take a camera for recording purpose. It need not be complete recording what you have been doing. Just make nice pictures of here and what you are discussing, a short one, and then we will give it to him. And it's a lot of work for him, but somehow he will drop it to WhatsApp. You have a common WhatsApp group, I heard so. Drop it in there, then he will edit it. Okay. And one person will take a note, because it's important that you will come here and discuss what you have discussed. Otherwise, you'll forget. I know, because you discuss too many other things also. I know. Make sense? Make sense? Good. Now, this way we will go and we will follow him. Your name, sorry, again? Saurav. We will follow Saurav and he will show. I hope he will show the right path to us. Nice. Okay, enlighten us now. Let's get going. And we will come back and record again, and we will record it in mobile phone as much as possible. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Welcome back to the tutorial session. We are on the tutorial number 1, interactive session on identifying potential protein sources and market gaps. What did we do is that I gave you a task. We went outside. We had a nice tour. We saw a lot of beautiful things, beautiful trees, beautiful people, beautiful buildings. and we also paid a short visit to some other things. But while walking, we discussed about science. I hope so. All right. We discussed about the questions I raised. Okay. Now we will take the questions, two questions I raised. The first is, what was the first one? Exactly. Think about your local environment and try to agree on one alternative source of proteins. What is that? Why is that? What are the potential opportunities and disadvantages you see, hurdles you see, bottlenecks you see? And the second question is, if you have to market it, right, what will be the trend you would see for that one? These are the questions we asked. Okay. Now it will be your show. I'll try to facilitate this discussion. So each group will come here and you will decide among yourself one person who will speak, who starts speaking. The rest of the one will help each other. Please note that it's not a one person show. You have to help each other. And I really recommend that those who are extremely experienced don't talk. I want the young people, the batch masters want to talk, and the PhD ones will help talking. Is it okay? It's just to give you an opportunity. Make sense? PhDs will not talk at the beginning. They will help. The masters will talk. But you remember, there is nothing right, nothing wrong. I'm not testing you anything here. It's an opportunity for you. If your English is poor, I don't care. I'm not teaching you English. I'm teaching you science. English is just a language, right? I know it's important to have a good communication skills. That's why I'm giving you an opportunity. Come here and talk. Make sense? Let's begin with group number 4. And they thought it's 1. No, it's 4. Okay. So welcome group number 4. You need to just talk about what did you guys discuss. Okay. What is the source of protein you agreed on and where that can be grown, for example, or where it can be produced, how it is being produced today, and why do you think it's an alternative source. Okay. Do not hesitate. Yes. Go ahead. You will tell when you speak, just tell your name, then you start. Okay.
Hello everyone. My name is Vaishnavi Das, and the source of protein that we have discussed is fermented bamboo shoot, which is known as kaddi in Western Odisha, and it is very rich in leucine and lysine, which is a essential amino acid, and it also have the properties of antioxidant and anti-cancerous properties.
We talk about where it is grown.
We can grow it in forest. We can grow it in various soil types.
Yeah.
It can be grown. And India is the second largest country.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can produce in abundant quantity in the forest. So what is the problem if it is grown in the forest? What about the biodiversity and so on? Okay, after they finish talking, you'll ask question, you'll challenge them, huh? You need to challenge them in the sense you ask question, critical question. Why? How? Okay. Anything else? Then somebody talked about fermentation or something like that. Can you talk a little bit about that? Yeah.
We can ferment it by using salt or vinegar, but we can sun dry it and also we can use it. It is a very rich probiotic snacks.
Actually, when coming to marketing, we can market it as like replacement of replacement of meat based products. Like it can be a vegan alternative to either fish pickle or chicken pickle, or it can be promoted as vegan vegan probiotic enriched with protein. Like that we can promote it. And coming to upscaling, it will be a little difficult to convert the biomass into a complete protein product, but we can maybe upscale in such a way that it can be a product enriched with protein. Like that we can promote it.
So they're telling that they're trying to find a vegan alternative. Fish pickles and chicken pickles are eaten quite a lot in the southern part of India. So now they're finding a vegan alternative for fish and chicken pickles. That is fantastic, right? Because now that has a high amount of protein, it's sustainable, and it's vegetarian or vegan, though animals are used here. So there is a business case in their case. Make sense? They're targeting a specific group who likes fish chicken or fish pickle or chicken pickle. That's fantastic. Any other point you guys would like to add that we missed in the discussion?
The fibrous shoots will mimic the texture of animal-based fruits. So that
See?
is the main motto behind it.
Good. Anything that we missed? No. Good. Now you guys, they are talked about bamboo shoot that can be fermented, that can be converted into pickle that tastes now like chicken pickle per se. They have an alternative market now. Any questions for them? What about the allergenicity? Is it allergenic?
No, it is not.
Loudly, yeah.
I have consuming it since my childhood, and it is
Yes, that's a good question. She's telling that she's allergic to bamboo shoot. Her family members could also be allergic to bamboo shoot. Exactly. But can you add little bit about fermentation? This is not directly used as a bamboo shoot. You're fermenting it, right? Would that help to reduce allergenicity? Fermentation is used a lot to reduce allergenicity. I don't know, but maybe you guys also don't know. But that's a very good question. I need to find out an answer because she's a consumer of your pickle now. She has the right to ask this question. Will you label it any allergens on that one? That's a fantastic question. Good. Any other question?
How can we consume that other
I repeat the question just for the audience here, recording purpose. She's asking that it might have some strong smell, but some people like the strong smell, some people dislike it. So how do we solve this problem?
We know about fresh curdy or bamboo shoot. We can use it as kimchi.
So that is more less smell. It's more appealing for many people. Yeah, yeah. That's nice. Yeah. Kimchi fermented product. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. There is one more question there. Yeah. How will you? She's asking a question. How will you mix protein and fiber? I'm not clear. If it's not a mixed product, if I say if you start with the whole bamboo shoot, right? Question and technique. Yeah, yeah. So they're telling that it started with the whole bamboo seeds. There is no mixing actually involved. They're claiming it's minimally processed. No fractionation is involved. Only fermentation is involved. That is the selling point here. And it's a vegan also. It is having a meaty texture also. But I have a question. It has a lot of salt. How do you solve problem? In kimchi, you don't have salt. In pickles, we have salt. Yeah. Good. Any other question? Any other question?
What about culturing of those this curdy once bamboo
What
itself?
bacteria is called? No.
No, I mean growing of the bamboo itself.
The production.
Production.
Okay, that's a good question. Now, if you only sown puri, what is the Sambal Purian people eat kimchi, we are not happy. We need to send it to Uttarakhand. We need to send it to Copenhagen. And how do you upscale it? What are the strategies? Can we grow it on agricultural land, or there is something called vertical farming? Have you heard about it? You can farm one over another. Can you use this kind of strategies to? Yes, you can mention. There's no right and answer. Just talk. Yeah, yeah. It's grown in
It's grown in warm and humid conditions.
Yeah. So it's grown in warm and humid condition. As long as you find a warm and humid condition, perhaps it can be expanded to a different region to grow. Okay. Yeah. Any other question? Yeah, she has a question.
हार्वेस्ट टाइम पे अगर उसमें कुछ टॉक्सिक प्रोडक्ट रह जाएगा, अगर अच्छे से हार्वेस्ट या प्रोड्यूस नहीं होगा, तो उसको तुम कैसे अवॉइड करोगे फूड प्रोडक्ट यूज करने टाइम? फर्मेंट से इट कैन बी इंक्रीज द टॉक्सिसिटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, वो खा के भी कुछ को फूड पॉइजन हो सकता है या फिर कुछ हेल्थ इश्यूज. हाउ टू अवॉइड इट?
Can you repeat the question in English?
मतलब ऐसा होता है कि बाम्बू शूट में कभी कभी टॉक्सिसिटी रह जाता है, द कंटेंट टॉक्सिसिटी, वो खा के लोगों का फूड पॉइजन हो जाता है, तो हाउ डू यू अवॉइड इट?
She's telling that bamboo shoot contains certain amount of toxic compounds. I don't know whether it's kind of cyano compound. I have no idea. Apparently it contains some type of poisonous or toxic compounds. And she's believing that during fermentation, it might not be destroyed. how do you test and how do you convince the consumer it's not toxic?
हाँ. The risk of the final product depends on the actual composition, what really the bamboo shoot contains. So we have to first start from the scratch that what the bamboo shoot actually contains and how the processing would affect that composition. Say for example fermentation, it usually converts the it breaks down the anti-nutritional factors and makes it fit for human consumption. But that is not well addressed with this bamboo shoot, and I have no idea about that. So research only can answer the question.
Yes, that means she's more R&D is required. They cannot answer every question right now. However, what they mean is that if they want to produce and market their product, R&D is needed. We don't believe only in when your state says this is good one, you eat it. We don't believe you. Make sense? To consumers to believe that when you need to do research and development, you need to prove there is no toxic compounds, you need to prove there is no allergens, and then only a consumer from other part of your region, because your region believes that one, this is good one, we have been using ancient time, maybe their region they are not eating it. So for them to convince, you need to do more research and development. That's a very good point.
Sir, can I add a point?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So drying and fermentation can reduce the toxicity.
Okay, she's telling that fermentation and drying can definitely reduce toxic compounds. That's good. How do you dry?
Sun drying.
Sun drying, is it efficient? Maybe there is a little bit cost to their product now. Their pickle might be a little bit expensive, guys. And guys, okay? You can't sun dry for all Karnataka.
We can read in any method.
You can write any method, but drying is expensive. She can talk more about process engineer, not me. Drying is an expensive thing to do, right? It has its own advantages, and I'm not criticizing your product, huh? I'm not criticizing. I'm trying to showcase what are the advantages and disadvantages and how much opportunity you have to grow. That's good. Any other last question? One last question. He has a question. No. He will eat your pickle. Huh? That's give him first. Okay. He's very very fond of that one. All right, and thank you so much. And one big round of applause for them. Well done. So you have a case for the startup now. Okay. Sambalpuri and Kaddi.
Kaddi.
Okay, Sambalpuri and Kaddi is a startup. What would be the name of your startup company?
We'll
can-
think it later.
Okay, they will think little bit later and they'll talk about their startup company name. Well done. Just go. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, now let me invite the middle row. This one. 1, 2. The second one. Come up here. Yeah. Okay, before you start, you just introduce yourself. Maybe it's a good opportunity to tell your individual names once, please, because just pass the mic from here. Just tell your name and where are you from. Yeah. Sorry, I could not do that for you guys. Okay. Your name?
I'm Archana Sahu. I am from Sambalpur University.
Archana Sahu from Sambalpur University. Yeah.
Yeah, hello. I'm Narmada. I'm from University of Madras.
Narmada from Madras.
Good evening, everyone. I am Avantika Mahanti from Sambalpur University.
Avantika from Sambalpur University.
I am Sivasi Sahu from NIT Rourkela, PhD scholar.
Sahu is from local guy. Be careful. Yeah.
I'm Soumeshri Behra. I'm from NIT Rourkela doing my MTech.
Okay.
I'm Monica. I'm from NIT Rourkela, MTech.
Oh, it's a strong group. 3 NITs standing together. Okay.
Myself, Sorna Jyoti from Sambalpur University doing
Jyoti, Swarna Jyoti from Sambalpur University. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. I am Ishita Maiti doing my Masters in Food Science Technology from Sambalpur University.
Sambalpur University. A strong NIT science Sambalpur University. Nice. All right. So, yeah. Don't be worried. Anything is okay. Okay. They will help you. They are your, they will give strength, all the energy. Just talk. Yeah.
So after the discussion, we concluded on the topic that we will try locust. Like it's a insect which destroys most of the crops that we are yielding, which like rice or wheat, anything. So during the COVID period, due to locust only, 100 crore crops were lost. So that's a very reason behind choosing the locust. Like if we trap them and consume them as a protein content, then we can also protect the crops, and it will be good for us as a protein content also.
Okay. They were talking about locusts. and it has been a big problem for them. They were eating crops during COVID time. Why they were only doing that during the COVID time? Now they are happy or what? No. Still is a problem, right? That time is a more problem. Okay, they were because you guys are home and they were out. Okay, okay. Okay, so that's fantastic reason, right? That's super. They have a motto behind that one. It is really cool. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
So basically, locust is a insect with a scientific name Castosorca gregaria from the Archididae family, and we can use it not as a food but as non-food applications. For example, as enzymes in detergents or as bleaching agent in textile and paper industry. We can use it also in vaccine production, like proteins are used as antigens, and in pharmaceutical industry also, as the chitosan property of the locust really help in wound healing. And we can also use it as a packaging material as a biodegradable protein.
Mm-hmm.
And mainly the abundant essential amino acids in the locust are lysine, leucine, threonine. Still, there's a low concentration of tryptophan and methionine in locust as well. And locust gives 13 to 28 grams of protein per 100 gram.
Okay, so it's around 13% protein biomass. Okay, that's really good. Okay. Anything to add? Okay, he has something to add. Yeah. Go ahead.
So for scalability, means we need to collaborate with one pest control like entomologist or someone like that.
Okay.
So that means they actually attack in a swarm like mosquitoes and all. So means they attack in like groups.
They attack in groups.
Oh, yes. That's why the means that lost was the range was like around 100 crore. So that is the main reason behind that.
So
So
they
yeah.
attack in groups. They have damaged 100 crore properties. No, crops. So be aware. I mean, be careful about them. But they're also extremely rich source of proteins. They're also telling that it's not just protein. Those proteins can be used in different applications, packaging, pharmaceutical, and so many applications. Protein quality is also very high, but like plant proteins, they also have a little less tryptophan and methionine. You have to be little bit be aware of that one. That's good to know. Anything else?
We can add we can solve two problems like farmers' problems as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like their crop will be protected
Mhm.
and our protein can be extracted.
That's nice, but now imagine no, I should not ask that question. Any questions? Yeah, there is a question. Yeah.
I want to ask that
Yeah.
you can make those insects.
Now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 members. They will go now. Okay, ask question.
How to collect that insect?
Those insects
Locust.
are actually attracted to light. So during evening to morning till morning, we can trap them. We can
In an insect catcher?
we can add a big source of light, so artificial light only, and they'll be attracted, and we will trap them.
So along with them, other flies will also be attracted to the light and there will be chances of mixing, and we don't know about the composition of the other insects.
That's a good question.
We
Right.
could manually means
Manually, okay, he will pick other things outside. Huh?
And they are so small, it will take a lot of time.
What is the strategy?
sell manually. You mean say that would be a opportunity for like employment generation. People will be there.
He has a fantastic answer to that question. It gives a employment for other person. I'm not joking. I'm just making it fun. That's it. But that gives an employment opportunity for other. It is really valuable in Indian context, at least, because we need employment, right? We need human to work. We need less machine to work here, at least in current situation. Since we have a good human manpower here, manpower and women power here, so maybe that's a good thing. Fantastic answer. I really appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. Any other? He has a question. Yeah.
So, how about consumer acceptance? Because in India, at least, it would be a big issue for like consumers to accept that source of protein.
It is not compulsory that they can only consume it as a food supplement. Like we can we can supply them with other products also, like pharmaceuticals or cosmetics. Like people are are into skincare right now, so
Yeah.
they can use
Antioxidants.
Yes.
Antimicrobial process.
Yes, they are.
Okay. So they have added benefit, food and cosmetics. Yeah. Everyone is happy now. Just
They also use in textiles also.
Yeah. Because nowadays there is a lot of trend about this cosmetics having snail mucin.
yeah.
So kind of those consumers would be easily
So
attracted.
they can eat and they can also apply on it. Yeah.
And if any big actor is using it, then everyone will.
Okay, we need to find Shah Rukh Khan now. So okay, that's good. Okay. Now that's a fantastic thing. But I have one question for you. You mentioned that you need to use a big artificial light. How sustainable is that? You need energy there, right? Again,
Yes. We can use solar power.
solar power. So they have a plan for that also. So they will use solar powered lights. So their product is more sustainable. Very good answer. I was expecting that answer. Good. Now, any other question?
Are you planning it only for the pharmaceutical industry and cosmetic industry, or do you have any other plans to produce it as a protein supplement,
Maybe they
like protein powder or something?
I'll try to find.
At first, we only thought of like we will be discussing like non-food based applications are regarding it. But when we searched, we got an article like already it is used for making food based application. Like they have produced cheese from the protein extracted from locust only. So we can also use that thing. Like
So you would extract protein from the locust and you would sell it as locust.
we can use that protein
Yeah.
for as a dairy alternative, and you use it for production of cheese.
Wow, that's nice.
Sir, actually, one already existing paper is there.
Okay. Yeah. So their product is scientifically also proven. They have a scientific evaluation. That's good. We need to find how to catch them, right? Now I have a question that to grow them in a large quantity. Now we need to feed into larger people. I mean, let's say we need to feed to whole Indian subcontinent. Let's say we need to produce them large. Then they have to eat something to become biomass, right? They produce food. How they attack crops or something, and then they become whatever insects, right? Now, if I need more insects, how do I feed them? What do I feed them? I can't feed them my crops because crops is I want it directly to eat, right? I don't let them to go and on others paddy field and damage that. I can't do that. What is the strategy?
We can use like non-toxicated weeds for that purpose. Like wherever weeds are grown in that area, we can use it as experimental thing. We can see if it gets succeeded, and we can use weed cells.
Super. They is telling that you don't necessarily have to use crops. Weeds are a biggest challenge. Every field will have weeds in excess, and they are having a problem because sometimes they cannot feed it to cows also, right? Their weeds. So probably it's giving a win-win benefit now. So they eat weed, they give you protein. Wow, that's super, right? Any other question? I have make an announcement. Unfortunately, we have to stop it for today because of this building booking. So we will continue the remaining group tomorrow. Is it okay? Now you'll come with a more stronger case tomorrow. Okay, you have more time. All right. Right. I'm sorry about that. I know you're enthusiastic to talk about that, but we will do it tomorrow. And thank you so much for the meeting. It's going really good, right? Did you enjoy the discussion? Was fantastic, right? Super. Now let's meet tomorrow again, and tomorrow we'll talk about crystallography, and remaining two group will talk about that. Thank you so much, and let's wind up. Yeah. Welcome back from the break, and we have been discussing about potential alternative sources and market gaps. And I gave you a task while walking in it had to discuss. The task was like this: you had to think in group about a local potential source of alternative proteins. What would be that? Why would be that? What would be that? How would be you processing? And then how would you market them beyond your hometown? Those were the two questions, right? So we have already completed the group 4 and group 1. Group 2, what were, I think the group 4, the last one, right? They were discussing about bamboo shoot and sambalpuri and kaddi. Khadki? Khadi? Kaddi. Yes, sambalpuri and kaddi. Protein, fiber rich pickle analog, meat pickle analog. That was their product. Did you guys come up with a name for your startup? Huh? Kadakadi. So that whatever it is. So then group number 3, they had a really good motivation. Group number 2 really had a motivation. They looked about their problem during COVID time, and they had their friend eating all the crops, and now they would like to catch them using light and get proteins out of them, or eat whole locust or something like that. They also have scientific evidence to prove that it's a wonderful species to eat. But they also have some problems, and they were discussing about, I don't know how do I sell this product. But they also talked about it will get some employment to local people because they can pick other flies from locusts. That is a job. That can be paid 30,000 per month for sure. So you will, that was their startup. And hello Locust, that is their startup name. Any question? I think we covered all these things. Good. And now let me welcome group number 1. Okay. Let me welcome group number 1.
Finish, no?
Yes. Please come in. And the MSc student will take the chance first, and the PhDs and seniors will help later. Okay. All right. So welcome group number 1, and you have to tell me about the specific product you have decided, and which is the where exactly it can be grown or cultivated, and how do you process it, and how would you market it as a product.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sarmistra Raut, doing Masters in Food Science Technology from Sambalpur University. We are discussed about jackfruit. Basically, jackfruit peel, plop, and seed. We are focusing on zero waste policy. As we know, jackfruit has 10 to 37% protein. So, seed, in seed. So we are mainly focusing in seed. So we can the protein content jackfruit seed is called a jacqueline. So we can ferment it, germinate, or roasting it. Next.
Jackfruit seed we can eat as a by boiling, roasting, and we add curry, some curry.
Should I make curry out of seeds?
Yes,
Yeah.
And
it contains 40% of protein.
yes, sir.
37% of protein. What else is there?
I mean, it's a lot of fiber. As vitamin C,
Lot-
three sorts of vitamin C.
And fibers are there.
Even tell about the global spectrum.
Jackfruit is a tropical fruit, so we can grown in many tropical region. It grown in many places like India, Brazil, China. So it can be available in anywhere. So from the ancestor time, we are consuming jackfruit from this whether it is a pulp or seed.
Yeah.
So I don't think a consumer will don't good for fact for us.
Because we have been consuming historically.
Yeah, so
Okay.
consumer won't mind having a protein out of jackfruit seed, and they would like,
It's not new for them.
it's not a hard time for them to accept the protein.
Okay. That's
And
interesting.
it's a good amount of, like, seeds are also big in size, so like separation and processing will also not be a big issue.
Mm-hmm. Of course, they will have a lot of questions later.
Yeah.
Of course, you give a promotion.
And then global availability is a good thing, so we have in many regions available, and maybe for the seasonal period we can grow them, we can process them to like dry them to make flour or something, and then for the rest of the year we can do further processing and use it.
Okay, so it can be consumed as a whole seed. He was telling about roasting, cooking, making curry out of them. And he's telling that you can get a flour out of them. And then also we can use, even if it's not a rainy season. That's nice. So you guys have any point to add? You both?
And also it is rich in essential amino acids like lysine, leucine, and arginine.
Okay. They are rich in essential amino acids. It's super nice, yeah.
and it rich in antioxidant property that help in hair and skin and skin health, and it contain fiber that
your mouth, mic near your mouth.
it contain fiber that it helps in digestion and anti-diabetic property, that it has low glycemic index, so it maintain the blood sugar level.
Mhm. So it has added advantages. In addition to being a protein source, you can control your diabetes somehow. So that's the added advantage. Nice.
And contain minerals like calcium that help for bone
Development, yeah.
bone development.
Yeah, good. Anything to be added? How would you market it to the, if let's say I would like to buy sitting in Italy, and Italians have no idea about jackfruit? I'm sure. I was there. So how would you market?
We can make flour out of the seed, as they said before, and we can buy the flour to their consumer.
Which particular product would be you thinking of out of flour?
Baking pizza is a
Pizza, that's that, right? Yeah,
Pasta.
pasta. So maybe they can get some, substitute the wheat flour and put
there
the
is famously known for the pizza pasta. So we can remove the maida stuff and add the
So they have
jackfruit
fantastic
fiber.
application. They can have a factory in Italy. And what would your pizza called?
Jackie pizza.
Okay, Jackie Pizza. That's our startup name. Okay, excellent. That's well done. So that's a good thing. Now we will ask, you guys are opponents, so ask some difficult questions for them so that they cannot market it.
As jackfruit seeds are edible, we can consume them as such. What is the need to extract these proteins?
We are not extracting. So in eastern part of India, it is widely consumed during the summer season. We roast it, we take it with salt, or we make it in the small and put it in the dal. So it is not, but the flour, we can make a flour and we can try different bakery products. That things are not studied. We are not extracting any protein.
You are just
It's a whole thing. So it's a valorization of the waste, and a mature fruit, if it is up to 3 kg, it contains up to 100 seeds. So availability is not a matter.
No, okay. So basically, your intention is not to grow the jackfruit tree to get the jackfruit, but the seeds, or you want to?
No, but jackfruit as a whole, ripened stage also it is very lucrative. And when it is unripened, that is also, we take it.
So, okay. So they are climbing jackfruit trees now.
So, what is the industrial? If you want to commercialize it, so you have to manage the seeds. From where you can manage these seeds?
From the fruit.
From the fruit, you cannot just collect the fruit seeds from anywhere. Just there should be any source from where you can collect.
As I
this.
told before, कि they are jackfruit and grown in tropical region.
Yeah,
तो वो कहीं भी मिल जाएगा. Brazil में भी you can grow it. China में you can grow it. India में you can grow it.
Yeah, you can grow it anywhere, but there should be a registered source from where you can get the seeds. It's not like that you can go market and bring 10 kg of seeds from any vendor.
In Kerala, if you see, jackfruit chips are available. They are taking jackfruit chips, both ripen and unripened. So if they use, they might be having a source. Same source can be utilized for the seeds.
So are you asking that there should be grown in a particular region, or what is your question? That you are asking that they are from different places?
I'm a bit confused about your this topic. Whether you are using whole jackfruit or you are specific to the seeds.
We are specific to the seeds. So we are basically saying the thing ki jackfruit in unripened form, the pulp is the fruit pulp is used as a for making curries and all. Even we can at some researchers have done on the work like on the drying of pulp, and they would then make it a flour which has anti-diabetic properties. So it would be good for them as it is rich in fiber as well as other phytochemicals. The second part is we have already been seeing few researchers who are working on usage of the peel to extract other things. So that is also gone. Now we are, yes? Yeah. So, and now we are remaining with the seeds. So seeds traditionally people are consuming, and we can on top of that, if we actually valorize it, so it is a major agricultural residue, which we can valorize it. And sourcing of jackfruit should not be an issue because it is grown in really bulk quantities. People are, the people who have trees in their backyards or something, na, they are actually tired of jackfruit. So if we are able to source locally, and we have to have like transport them to different places, processing industries, so it can be locally sourced, as well as we have forests, like jackfruit is grown in wild, like in very big quantities. So one jackfruit can be maybe from varying from 2 kgs to like 40-45 kg.
Absolutely.
One jackfruit can weigh up to that much.
Okay, so that is nice. Maybe I'll ask a follow-up question. Okay, you mentioned that they are grown in forest. Can we have this kind of breeding technology so that you can have a more high yield producing jackfruits, and that can be grown as a commercial crop in a particular land?
ICR is already working on this breeding technology for the jackfruits and all tropical fruits. So one of their research areas, if you see, ICR is working on the high yielding. Already jackfruit tree, when it matures at 3-year age, up to 25 years, it gives like 50, 60 fruits in summer season. So it's a lot of fruit.
Okay.
But the variety is different. We have to choose one particular variety. Some are very sweet and pulpy. All are
Do
not.
they have any
Yeah.
effect on the seeds?
That we have to see. Some seeds are small, some seeds are big in size.
So, guys, any question?
One more question is there. As you are using the seeds, you are utilizing the
Guys,
seeds
let's
for
listen to the
manufacturing.
question. Shh. Yeah.
You are utilizing the seeds for the production of any product. So have you gone through the composition? Are there any anti-nutrients present in these seeds?
Yes, of course it is present. That's
So
what
how
need
you
to be
can
done.
remove these?
See, conventionally, jackfruit seeds cannot be consumed raw.
No.
You have to roast it, and you have to take the outer husk, remove the husk, then it should be. And traditionally, it is being cooked. Cooking process is
Traditionally, we
followed.
are using
So in that process, it is removed. But if you wanted to do commercially a flour, then we have to do R&D based on germination or some other methods.
Can I ask you a question? Okay, I'll first cook it, then again I'll dry it, then I can get a flour. Would that help?
Roasting will be better
Okay, then
because
I'll first
cooking
roast it.
will incur a lot of moisture.
Yeah.
Again, removing will lot of cost will be involved. In that case, light roasting is done. In my home itself, we do light
So the
roasting,
light
and it's a
roasting
snack.
and get the flour out of the roast.
I don't know in Odisha, but in West Bengal, it's very common to have
But
jackfruit seed.
roasting brings a chemical reaction. You can talk to them. What
The outer seed coat is removed,
outer
which is
Are
it
these
will remove and
anti-nutrients
inside
mostly
white color.
present in outer seed, or they are present in inside the
Inside.
inside? Though how you can remove them by this heating?
Roasting, it will be.
That will be the seed shell will be removed. If you just roast them, the outer coat will be removed. Like that, it will burst. Then you can manually or mechanically remove the outer coating. So, but the anti-nutrients, I do not have the exact idea of anti-nutrients present.
Anti-nutrients are majorly focused in the hull part, not the seed part, like not the kernel part, I should say.
And
Yeah. Seed has a much lesser amount of anti-nutrients, very generally speaking, because in case of all the seeds and like plant-based materials, we have like the hull or the husk of the material has more amount of anti-nutrients as compared to the seed kernel or the inside part.
Okay. Please pass it to Niveta.
I have two questions, sir.
So Niveta has two questions. Bit loudly, please. Yeah.
The first one is he said that seed coat contains most of the anti-nutrients. But in case of jackfruit seed, if the outer seed coat is in white color. If you remove that, inside that there will be a brown layer. And inside that, it will be the edible portion. So when you dehull it, it comes along with the brown portion. If you steam it and eat it, or if you make some curry and eat it, it is not advisable for everyone because that brown part still has some amount of anti-nutrients. Because not everybody is okay with jackfruit seeds. They get some stomach upset or something.
Dysentery and so things. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that thing is there. That is one point of concern. And one more thing, I'll come with it
Yeah,
later,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
I forgot.
How do you? She's telling that even if you dehull it, there is a likelihood that the consumer acceptability could be reduced. When you have two options, one, you make a jackfruit seed in a package and sell it.
Yes.
They will consume as a whole. Two, a second option, you'll make it a flour. But while making flour, and what she's telling that, and also he's telling that there is a likelihood that you still have some anti-nutrients.
Yeah.
And there might be some allergens or something like that. So how would you think about that?
So maybe we can go for like further processing methods like germination or fermentation methods, which drastically reduce these sort of issues, allergenicity as well as anti-nutrient contents. These have been see, jackfruit seed is like something we need to investigate how it is actually behaving in terms of different things. It has, these technologies have been proven for other other products. So we need to do a lot of R&D. We need to do a proper amino acid composition like analysis and fatty acid profile as well, because it contains a good amount of fat as well. So apart from that, if we are going for roasting or any sort of treatments, we will further have to investigate the effect of that particular treatment on all the like nutritional contents.
Values.
I have one more question.
Yes, go ahead.
Jackfruit seed doesn't contain much fat. It contains more carbohydrates
Yes.
and more proteins. So when you roast it, there will be a Maillard reaction happening. Even if you make it as a powder, there will be heat generated. Based on that, Maillard reaction will happen. It may cause some development of quinones and browning of the flour.
Right.
So that
Not
will again.
substituting the whole wheat flour. That is a part of substitution.
Yes, I understand that. But I am telling about just processing about the jackfruit seed flour. Then again, you are incorporating it in some pizza or something. There, another set of chemical reaction which involves heat will take place, as baking is at 200 degrees Celsius or something. So 2 times we use heat to.
So she is questioning the chemical integrity of jackfruit proteins because she's thinking there's a lot of carbohydrates there, and you get a Maillard reaction, and the Maillard reaction intensity could be very high because you're going to process it twice. First time roasting, second time after getting flour, you make it into pizza, and then there is again a problem.
It's a roasting, milling, and baking operation. So three options basically.
How would you
Three
solve
times
it?
basically it will be.
So in those cases particularly, we can go for a bit of fractionation, dry fractionation of the protein, so we get more of protein content. We are concentrating more on protein, reducing the carbohydrates. So first thing is the Maillard reaction would be slightly reduced.
Yeah.
And investigating into any of the food products, like whatever raw material we have in the world which is edible, is having carbohydrates and proteins always. So there are always chances.
And for pizza, Maillard reaction is very important. Tell them, right?
Yeah.
Pizza is important of
We
Maillard reaction.
particularly need that particular flavor and texture.
Color.
Yeah.
If the pizza is white, it's not good. It has to have brown color and crispiness. And that taste is because of Maillard reaction. You should tell her that it's advantageous, not disadvantages. So,
It would be over advantages. That's what.
Yeah, still there are chances that people are people will like it more than the conventional pizza. There are chances.
so these are marketing now.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, we can beat Domino's.
Jackie
pizza.
Domino's. No.
Jackie Pizza.
Jackie Pizza. Sorry. Yeah. Good. Any other question? Yeah, there is a question. Yeah. You guys are in trouble, huh?
Yeah, you're ready for the trouble.
Are there any existing commercially available product from jackfruit?
available.
Jackfruit flour.
Jackfruit flour.
It's sold commercially?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There are
Kerala.
not only Kerala, madam. There are few startups who are actually selling it throughout the India, and they have scientific evidences that if you substitute your normal bread dough, like the chapati dough, with 10% or maybe even 5% of jackfruit flour, you are going to have a very good anti-diabetic properties. So for the diabetic people, they are claiming that you will have in the 3 months of consumption, you can have a good amount of reduction in your HB1AC level.
Do you believe in his thing? Ask any scientific article, evidence is there?
They are there. I'll have to search and show them. I
just want to know, both the raw one and ripened one, they are using converting it into flour.
Using the raw. They are using the raw one, not the ripened one.
And
because Kerala, they make chips out of the ripened jackfruit, and that seeds they are using for flour, not the whole.
But I'm more concerned about the availability. I know that it's mostly available.
But it is available in parts and pieces, not available wild.
okay, means if you are targeting the seeds, then what about the main part of the jackfruit?
Exactly.
Means some valuable things has to be made out of the main part also, no?
To add on to that, see, the people are consuming it as the pulp as for curry, the raw one, the unripened one, and the ripened one is a delicacy, sir.
Yeah. It's sold in even.
Karnataka, it is sold like 100 rupees.
But again, we can't go vendor to ask for seeds. No.
So that we have to optimize. Anything raw material which is not in existence, you have to find a vendor. When people are
Ask how. How means suppose a mango pulp you are getting this what is maza and all. So suppose they are processing mangoes. They are processing mangoes means the mango stones they are are coming as waste. From that waste one could valorize the waste. But think about jackfruit. Means some commercial means in a huge amount in a bulk somewhere it has to be processed, right? So if some jackfruit industry would be there, then from them you could means that could be a source of your this jackfruit seed, right?
So that particular startup, those I think 2 startups are there who are working on jackfruit flour. So we can source from them. The other thing is ki apart from this industry, we will establish a side by side industry wherein we would process the ripened fruit bulbs also to so as to get other products.
Spin-off.
Do we have any means
We
idea
are now
how we
creating a chain.
means what means how we are going to process the ripened one?
So for the ripened one, we can have like different sort of value-added products. Not exactly we have thought of, but we will think on to that. Our major focus is here. We will get back. Like maybe we can since it is
in Big Basket, I don't know, Big Basket, they will sell 250 grams of jackfruit. Only those with kernels. So that is a bulk industry. So might be they are having a source. Big Basket is sharing throughout southern part of the India, jackfruit half a kg. In all the packets it is available.
So what is the current price of the seed per kilo today?
Sir, we cannot buy seeds, we have to buy the fruits.
You cannot buy the seeds at all. And what is the price of flour now?
Flour, last one I have seen 120 rupees for
What is the price of wheat per kilo?
50, 60.
Okay.
It's if a premium one, it is Ashirvad Atta and on 70 rupees max.
So there is still a price parity, right? There's a lot. Their product is a little bit expensive, huh?
and to add on to all of those, so handling jackfruit is a very tedious task.
Oh yeah.
People say
Gum.
sticky gums. So for that also we have a solution. We have a patented technology from our NIT Rourkela itself that who have designed the system for like peeling and coring of these jackfruits.
And what about the availability? Again, this fruit is a seasonal fruit, right?
Yeah. So for that itself, we said na ki in the like peak seasons,
Since it is
4 to 5 months it is.
But what about the breeding technology? Can it produce throughout the year somehow?
So they are working in the ICR system. They are working on the breeding technology of all the tropical fruits like ananas,
They complete.
mango, jackfruit, all.
Maybe they become seasonal independent. You never know when you do the breeding technology. But what is this patent? Because I like to put oil and take the peel, right? Why do I need a patent for that?
On a commercial level, it is very difficult to handle jackfruit like cutting and all because it works very differently.
But
You know, it's very
they
hard to
are
cut.
using employment to catch the locusts, right? Now you are compromising the employment opportunity with your patent.
So anyways, those even the machines also need operators to work with.
Okay,
They
field
are not
operator.
completely independent. You need to have somebody who would feed it to the thing,
Good.
and we get the core and seeds out of it.
So MTech graduates. Yes. Just
And
kidding.
collection of jackfruit also need labors because it will go in high branch, not very low.
True.
So
Yeah, exactly. That
it's
is
not
very-
sometimes it is low,
Yeah.
but high branches they have to go and cut it, and it's big in size. Handling is a issue.
Yeah. Nivet has a question.
See, handling is fine, but availability, think of the whole world. In that, say you are exporting to Italy. In India, we are the largest, India is the largest producer of jackfruit, and we ourselves consume jackfruit. We ourselves consume jackfruit seed as a food with likeliness. Okay, so how would you expect to export it as a flour or something? Because more, how much tropical area we have in the world, the same cold regions are also there. So there it would be tough to grow these jackfruits.
How we are exporting mangoes? Alfonso mangoes are exported. We don't find it in India. So once you have a market, you will export it for higher values.
Establish that market.
Because already India is the highest producer of grapes, pomegranate, and all the great ones are being exported.
Yeah, I get the best mango in Copenhagen, not
Yes,
Punjab.
not in India. Same with the shrimps. The best grade of shrimps you don't get in India. It's all exported. And if
So now you have to ask a cross question. What about Indians then?
Yes.
Right? You're just exporting. What about Indians? What should we should eat? Yeah. Yes.
Grow local, eat local. That motto we should have.
All right. That's going good. Any other question? There is a question. Yeah. Your industry seem really, people are, yeah.
As we are talking about its marketability across the world, so as we know, jackfruit seed protein content is equivalent to the protein content in soybean, and it's in pea protein. It is much higher. It has much higher protein content than jackfruit seed. So apart from the areas where jackfruit seed is really not popular, how can we convince them to consume jackfruit seed as a whole or flour? Like we are talking about marketability across the world, no? So we have to think about how it can be, how the scalability can be increased across the world.
So
Yeah, that's a good question actually.
for that, we would have to go for a good amount of research and with the facts, whatever as we do in scientific world, we would give all good amount of data to them. Like, okay, my product is rich in this things. So we will have to go for a good marketing strategy to popularize. We have to introduce
They will make reels, huh?
yeah. And the thing is, the thing is ki not everything is grown everywhere. So at some or the other point it is introduced.
Yeah.
So we have to introduce new things to people so as to popularize them, and it will take a bit of time. Initially, we are not expecting it to immediately. The production will go to Italy. No, so it will take time. Initially, it can go to Brazil and Latin America. Yes. Yeah, Indians have been. I don't find especially the at least 60-70% of the population of India would be having any issues with if we are having evidences, and they won't reject having a product made of jackfruit seed incorporated with other products.
I agree. Yeah, because
A lot of global foods are available in Indian market. We are accepting like kiwi. It's not available when I was a child. And it was many things were not available.
dragon fruit, for example.
Dragon fruit, yeah, I have not ate it. I don't know how it tastes. But there are many other things which is like global influence now, like sweet corn. We didn't had it. Now the breeding also started in India. So anything exclusive will start with some small scale. Then we have
It's
to
a very
scale.
good point because we always ate for breakfast, let's say idli, dosa, and something. Now corn flakes are there, right? Now this is all Western influence we are having. So now we need to influence them with our products. But of course, we need to first have our people fed first, and then maybe others. I'm in bias. I'm trying to help you and also you guys in the debate.
So just to add on to that, as ma'am said, kiwi fruit was not available. So kiwi fruit is still it was introduced to Indian market almost 10-15 years back. Avocado. Still Indians have a difficult time consuming avocados.
Yeah.
So
Puree out of it, and I have not heard it. Then in Bangalore only.
No, but avocado was also, it's actually a tropical fruit. It is in Sri Lanka and Karnataka and other region. It was not that popular, I can say, because it was, nobody told us, because of that thickness, we never felt like eating it.
Telling it was super fat.
Exactly. And now they're telling, you become slim after eating that one. Maybe I should try. Yeah.
One more.
Yeah.
As you are going to substitute any flour, your final product will be bakery product, like I think pizza like that.
yes.
So why you are going to add it, as it contains the protein in between 10 to I think 12 to 15%. And
Up to 37%.
because I have read one research paper recently, and it has been highlighted that it contains only 12 to 15%. Recently,
Okay, who is right now? They are having a serious allegation on you. Are you lying? 37 or 15? Which one is right?
because I have recently checked it on one of the Supreme.
See, they are agreeing with, they have more support.
So
One has reported 10 to 15.
Okay. Now let's talk about science. Is it fresh weight basis you're talking about? Your dry weight?
dry weight we are talking about.
Don't dry weight. Is it dry weight or fresh weight?
It was fresh weight and dry weight. Sorry.
Okay, now I don't know.
So we can say there are a good amount of varieties of jackfruit. The first thing. Second thing is seed composition will vary based on the ripening of the fruit and the locality in which it is grown.
Yes,
But it cannot be, the variation cannot be from 10 to 50%. It might be 3-4% variation, 5%. Like if we take the example of wheat, it ranges from 10 to 12%, not 50 and 10. So it's a
Durum wheat. How much protein is available in durum?
it is around 12%.
More than that.
But in
It is 20+%, and it's a hard wheat. It is also wheat.
and one more
Buckwheat is also there. That is also a variety of wheat.
yeah, one more question
What is
is
Google telling? Google is telling them.
will it be compatible with the flour? Suppose you are going to substitute in wheat flour, for example. There is a gluten network that is required
Have
for
to investigate that actually.
But in case you do not have any idea of protein composition, will it be compatible with that flour?
People like research papers have been reported onto for the protein composition of that's what they came up with the novel protein in. I mean, one of the proteins in jackfruit is called jacqueline.
Yeah.
So they have already done some amount of research, but it needs more research and development so as to commercialize it.
Okay, no. One last question. They are tired. They want to tell their product. One last question. One last question, if any.
No last session.
Okay. No last. You're already tired. You want to sell your product, but you will find out the protein content. Okay, that's very important. Thank you. Big claps for Jackie Pizza. Jackie Pizza. So welcome to the group number 3, and please just you have to answer 3 questions here. What is your products? Where it is grown? How it is grown? And what's its composition? Are you processing it? Okay, and then are you getting some products out of it? And where will you selling? How would you be selling? What are the hurdles and what are the advantages? How would you market your product at the end of the day? Those things you're gonna answer. Okay? Yes.
Good evening. My name is Susmita Behra from Sambalpur University. We have discussed about moong dal, which is mostly consumed in Odisha, and it is high protein content, 24 to 25 grams, plant-based and nutritious. Amino acid profile is incomplete protein, deficient in methionine and cysteine. It is easily digestible.
Hello, I Aishwarya Panigar from Sambalpur University. These are low-cost alternative proteins. We can make chila, khichdi from this, and also puri prasad also made from this in Odisha. And these are of 3 different types: brown moong dal, and roasted one also, and black moong dal also. In Odisha, 24% consume raw, and in Odisha we mostly consume yellow and green moong dal.
Actually, we have thought about mixing it like using it as a protein bar, as we can get flour from moong and groundnuts. So easily we can use as a protein bar because the protein content of both groundnuts and moong dal is very high. I think for moong dal it's range between 20% to 36%, and for groundnuts it's about 23 to 25%. So as nowadays people don't see moong dal and groundnut as a alternative protein, so it is and also it is easily available. So we can usually germinate moong dal because roasting moong dal has its own pros and cons. It can also, because roasting moong dal can also increase its allergenicity, and it also can decrease its allergenicity. So we thought about first germinating it, and I think many people also have issues from groundnut. So
Yeah, so the product is all about moong dal and getting the product out of moong dal, and you think that germination is the option you're going to go for because it has more advantage than roasting. And I did not get the point. You're trying to compare it with groundnut. What was the reason for that? You're trying to compare it with groundnut, right?
ग्राउंडनट के साथ भी लोगों को दिक्कत है.
Okay. So people are also having a problem with groundnut.
Yes.
Okay. Good. All right. So I would like to hear a little bit more about the products that you would like to get from moong dal, or how do you get into market? Because I'm pretty sure moong dal is pretty available everywhere, right? And the question is, what is speciality here, and how do you market it as a special one I don't want it to be very conventional source of protein. If it can be conventional, you have to argue it with me and with your friends sitting here. Why? I would like to know about what kind of products you would get out of it.
First, we can create protein bars by mixing both.
Protein bars, please note it down. They would like to make a protein bar out of moong dal. Yeah.
Sir, it can be also used as a primary ingredients in meat processed meat alternatives.
Meat alternatives. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. Then, okay, that's nice to hear. A little bit talk about who are your customers. What is specialty here? Who is going to buy these bars or alternative? Who are your customers? Is there any particular group you're targeting to sell this particular product?
Okay. Actually, first, initially, when we were starting the discussion, we talked about lots of raw material.
Yeah.
Like we discussed what is locally available, what is abundantly available, so that we can process and convert them in. Convert those raw materials into something which will give a fine quality of protein. So, upon discussion, we thought of three things. One they have discussed, that is the moong dal, right? But the consumer preference of consuming this moong dal is whole.
Yes. So
They'll try to cook and they'll not have remove anything, and they'll have it as a whole, because it will give fibers, it will give soluble and insoluble fibers, vitamins, minerals, right? So, but it has disadvantage that it has anti-nutritional factors. So we do have to cook that either by boiling it open and removing the scum in the form of that saponin which precipitates, and either we can go for the germination, and germination will remove up to 80% of the anti-nutritional factor, and upon germination of the moong dal, we can convert it into flour and we can use in winning food, because babies want something which is very much digestible. So at home also, in case of anyone is having baby or they have seen what we feed them, we germinate, we grind that, and we make a paste of that, means by boiling it in water, and try to feed that without any salt or sugar, right? So that gives a very digestible. Moong is that pulse which is very much digestible, and any age group can digest it without any allergenicity problem, right? Just the thing is that we have to remove the anti-nutritional factor. And one thing he was discussing about we discussed about the peanut also. Peanut oil, after getting the peanut oil, the peanut meal is left as waste. It can be utilized in many, bakery products. In fact, it has a good amount of protein, fibers, and vitamins and minerals. So we were thinking of that, why not to germinate that, germinate moong's flour and this peanut seed meal, and combine it, and to have something, either we can use it as a fortificant in many of the bakery products. We can use it in the formulation of winning foods. We can use it in the formulation of ready to eat meal. Like one can use it as a source of protein, vitamins and minerals, and incorporate into dosa making batter, incorporate it into chila making batter, right? Incorporated into we have MTR ready to eat this what we say upma, right? And we can prepare many. Yes, we can use it as a we can optimize the level in and incorporate into noodles, pasta, right? So there is we can give our product as a raw material, and that can be utilized, or that can be utilized in formulating diverse kinds of products.
A lot of applications.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
There's a lot of questions now. So, okay. So, jackfruit people are already angry. We asked a lot of crazy questions. Okay, now, yes, go ahead. Yeah.
The first question is, so you're planning to take de-oiled peanut, de-fatted peanut.
Yes.
How will you germinate it?
With peanut?
Yeah.
I was not talking about the peanut germination, but although you have asked about the germination, yes, we can germinate the peanut
We can germinate the whole peanut, not
whole
de-oiled.
peanut, not de-seeded. De-oiled is not.
Then again, I have to dry it and then get the oil. So won't that oxidize the oil?
You have to remove the oil. Oil should not be there.
No,
because that will cause
after
the
germination, I'll again have to dry it after germination. I'll again
maybe
have to,
you should clarify. You have mung and you have peanut. Which one you're gonna germinate? The
Moong is we wanted to germinate only moong.
Is it clear?
okay.
Yeah.
Because it is easily available,
Okay.
easily assimilated, easily absorbable protein is available in the germinated moong.
Right.
But
Peanut we can.
upon the further thinking, if we have to formulate something unique, so that's why we thought of adding on the groundnut seed meal.
Okay.
But main product is our germinated moong flour.
That is already available in India as a premix for making chillas, for making other
Yes.
things. Because I have myself got it. Even dosa.
So that's why I was telling now to add on our USP.
Yeah.
We were
So-
adding further protein sources also. That is the waste.
Question is what is special here?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is
Because I have myself got that packet, consumed it, I fed it to my niece.
so? Are they copying somebody?
Maybe.
So we are creating what we can say the processing opportunities for the Odisha local people. So that's why, because it is abundantly available. One of the these students told me, I was asking what is the local cheese, local raw material is available so that we can get out of something. So
moong dal and peanut both are commercially exploited. It is nothing new. It's not an unconventional or a new source of protein. So what sir has asked is an alternative source which is not already exploited or not having a market value. So this is not an underrated.
Okay. We were having a discussion on this also, and we were not sure about that. That way, I have not discussed over here, but I'll discuss right now. As we have rice bran, rice is widely grown in the South India, right?
This is a new product they're coming. They've started from mung. They went to groundnut. Now they
have diverse variety of
Rice bran is having the value for its original. Rice bran oil is widely available.
Yes, rice bran oil is widely available.
But-
Yes.
Now, what is the byproduct of the rice bran oil? It's the seed meal which is left,
Yes.
right? And it is
That is fed
it
to
has
cattle.
yes, and it is being widely employed as the cattle feed
Cattle
only,
feed,
right? So, what if we see the composition of that, and we saw the composition also? Have you written that seed meal ki composition?
That is the
It's the
bran meat,
composition.
seed meat.
Haan.
Seed is mad
Say rice bran rice bran meal.
meat.
Rice bran meal. So I
No, don't attack her. Please let her talk. Then ask question. Yes.
then we were thinking to use it as a potential alternative protein source and incorporate in diverse kinds of products like bakery products, noodle, pasta.
They're nothing to do with the rice. Okay, it's about
But
bran, and after getting
Bran
bran oil,
meal.
they get a meal, and they're talking about that one. Is it clear? Okay, now ask.
Bran is also having lot of anti-nutrients.
Okay, say.
It's full of anti-nutrients.
Okay, we can work on the techniques to
No,
reduce
it
the
is not
anti-nutritional
digestible.
factors.
It is not digestible. That's why they are doing dehusking for all this long centuries.
See.
It has rich means large amount of cellulose. I know this.
How you can digest it?
So they're telling.
So that's why I was
for cattle, and I'm telling we should not raise cattle. And now who will eat your product? Please tell me.
So my question.
That's why we were going with the conventional, but we can turn it as a alternative. As she said that we can use it in meat analog. Means the people who wants to consume meat, we can use the germinated moong flour in preparing or in formulating meat analogs.
So he's telling about a protein bar. Can we have a protein bar containing germinated moong, peanut, and rice bran together? Can you make a product out of it? How does it taste?
I am bit confused. First, you told groundnut.
That tastes grassy.
Yeah.
Because yes, I would feel personally कि moong should not be used in the bar because it has lots of starch, right? And that has to be cooked. and it has lots of anti-nutritional factor also that after being cooking only that will be reduced. So as such, it can't be used in formulating protein bar.
Okay, any other question?
I'm a bit confused. First, you are comparing with a groundnut. Then
People are confused. You need to, otherwise they can't sleep tonight. Huh? You need to solve their problem. Huh?
then coming to wheat bran, rice bran. Then in between kuch protein bar, and after that some winning food. And in between you told something we are going to mix it with something, oil cake like that. So what is the innovation in your product as it is already being
Yes, we have to
carried
go
out?
for many R&D trials. Then only we can give you an innovative product.
No, it should be, there should be innovation unless you cannot work on it, as it is already being explored in every place. Bran is explored. This moong dal is as edible. You can consume it.
Question, naya kya hai?
That is new in your product.
Amalgamation of different diverse proteins
That's a general
to give something unique is the innovation.
First, our focus is to alternative protein. So, how this moong dal can be an alternative to protein, animal protein?
Again, I'm telling you, I'm repeating this third time that it can be used in the formulation of meat analogs
How?
as a
It
ingredient.
contains a large portion of carbohydrates.
So
There is only, I think,
there's a moong protein isolates are commercially available with protein purity more than 80%. I use it in my own lab.
Sir, but
So it can be used to meat analog. There is no, and moong has a very good functional property isolate compared to pea also. There are some research shows that.
but they are using whole moong, not isolating the protein.
India, as per the Indian market consumer mindset, that's why we were talking about that maximum of the people prefer consuming moong as whole. So we were of the thought that
No.
yes, we have diverse variety also. We have black moong also, or in Odisha.
That's
It
not
is
my question.
locally
My
grown.
question is we are searching for
Green and
alternative
yellow.
protein, and our aim is searching for alternative protein, not for moong and its carbohydrates, rice bran, and
There is
pasta.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay. Let's
I-
stop that discussion there. Nivetha has a question. So, okay, yeah, she can. You can answer him. Yeah, he's asking again, like
Yes.
he does not find it anything new in your product.
Sir, we have traditional thing. It's called it's made of moong and jaggery. It's called mugdudra. It's made of that. So we Indians like fries.
Yeah.
So we can make that and
Sell it.
sell it.
So, which particular local region use that particular product? Is it in Rourkela or
Sambalpur.
Sambalpur? So, it's basically made up of whole moong or a germinated moong or how?
Yellow moong.
Yellow moong.
Yes.
And can you sell that particular product in let's say in Sambalpur? I would like to eat it in let's say
Everywhere, sir.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, sir.
It's a snack or it's a bulk staple?
So it's a snack.
It's a snack. Can it replace something?
Replace. No, sir.
Can it replace any other snack that you think that's not good? We will use this one.
So yes, so many. So as it's made only with moong and jaggery, so we can.
So, what is the advantage of adding jaggery to that one?
So
Of course, sweet. In addition, do you see any other benefit here with jaggery?
Mineral, I guess.
Polyphenols and something like that. Maybe there's an added advantage. Think about it. Nivet has a question. Yeah.
So you are using peanut meal in your product, right?
Yeah. Back into meal now. Yeah.
What about the aflatoxin content?
What about aflatoxin? It's a mycotoxin coming from one bag to bad for
Because that is the major thing why we can't use peanut meal in our human food.
Right. Any industry who is going to start or use any raw material, they need to first analyze that raw material, that it is fit for the manufacturing. It is fit to be used as a raw material for the manufacturing. If we get the negative aflatoxin results, then only we should utilize that raw material.
So basically, you will
So,
check every
yes,
single batch
yes,
before you use it
exactly.
in your whatever food you're gonna make. Okay, good.
For now, because in winning food, we have to take strictly take care of all these small things, especially aflatoxin. Yes,
We all know
there's a
that
major
aflatoxin,
concern.
right? Is one of the major mycotoxins, and unfortunately,
It's more
Indians
on
were not
peanut.
aware of that one. We started eating that whole peanut with this fungal hype on that one. Apparently, it was not good, and it would cause some serious disorder in your body. Exactly. So makes sense. So good question.
To add on to this, many of the consignments gets rejected when other companies test this, and if they get the positive result, they won't use that raw material.
You think their company will become profitable?
No, sir.
No.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Because it's already a controversial protein source.
Oh.
Why do they want to apply that in a weaning food?
And in fact, it is a major concern for allergen also. I was also, we were also having this question about this. Yes. Consumer acceptability, where the allergenicity is there, peanut allergenicity, it will be.
And peanut allergenicity is one of the biggest challenges, right? And you need to strictly label there is peanut here. So yeah.
Acceptability comes the second. But what about the safety of the product?
Yeah. The mycotoxins, yeah. And she has no trust in your product at all.
Because what step you would take to control that mycotoxin level in your that aflatoxin level in your product?
At what?
What step
Steps.
you would take?
I told that the consignment of the raw material will only be accepted when it is devoid of aflatoxin.
They have a QC
Negative.
control officer, and he or she will test for aflatoxin using chromatography, mass spectrometry.
Or either we have
There
to
is
get the COA.
As per my knowledge,
Certificate of analysis.
as per my knowledge, there is no acceptability of peanut meal only because of this, and there is no solution found so far.
They're telling no go for you.
Our major focus is on moong,
Okay, now
which is widely and locally available.
she has a question. Yeah.
We are talking about ऑल्टरनेटिव प्रोटीन अगर मैं पापड़ सेल कर रही हूँ तो पापड़ में मूंग दाल छिड़क के तो ऑल्टरनेटिव प्रोटीन का सोर्स बना सकती हूँ मूंग दाल पापड़ हाँ और अब तो हल्दीराम के जैसे मूंग दाल बिकता है तो मैं तो रोस्ट करके बिक भी सकती हूँ तो डायरेक्ट खा लो अब हो गया प्रोटीन
I have no question
So
for this question.
lots of fats, unhealthy fats you are getting where you are roasting the or you are converting it to
तो
namkeen.
गैस में डायरेक्ट रोस्ट होता है यू डिडंट नो नीड ऑयल
It's a valid question.
पापड़ तो हर कोई खाता है मैं सबका फेवरेट है we can
So
use oil.
jackfruit people are really angry. I can see that. Huh? And
They were being asked with lots of questions. That's why.
Yeah. I have a very
no, basically they are against your products because they want to sell their products.
yeah, exactly.
That's why they're criticizing, right? So
If we will accept it, if it would have been a new product.
New product.
Yeah.
So do you accept?
Yes.
No, you don't have to win in the argument every time. Let's agree. Let's come to the scientific basis here. Do you yourself think that it could be an alternative or not? Forget about their questions. What is your personal opinion?
No, it is not alternative. It is conventional.
But moong protein isolate still comes under the alternative category and the plant-based, just to let you know. But if you're using whole moong, probably it may not because it's used as a staple in many places,
Right.
so might not be. But the product you're talking about might have an added value because she was talking about a Sambalpurian moong plus jaggery dish. Maybe that can replace some of the unwanted chocolates that contains a lot of sugar. Now they are giving you a moong-rich, protein-rich snack, right? That can take chocolate out of your product. Probably that is healthier, right? So they do have an alternatives, just to show you. Okay.
In fact, as Sir has told us that we can have moong protein isolates. We can use it in formulating high protein chocolate bar.
Yeah, exactly. So good. Any one last question?
Yes,
Yes. Jackfruit guy, huh?
So, when we are combining two products, like our major goal is to why we are combining these particular two products. So, if if suppose moong protein is some deficient in something, and we are just complementing it with the peanut protein. So, in case of even our conventional foods also, like rice and dal, we have the things so as to make it a complete amino acid composition.
Yes.
So, why have you specifically chosen moong and peanut? Why not moong and almond or any other nut or any other next dal?
It would increase the cost of the product.
fine. Chana dal is cheaper than moong dal. Why not to go?
Again, they are having lots of anti-nutritional factor. Although
But this is all
every
into
product has their
Yeah.
pros and cons.
Yeah.
So
Like
it
this
was
is the-
just our main motive was which is abundantly and easily and locally cheaply available.
So all the dals are
Mean-
like most of the dals are widely available in India, and most of like peanut. Okay, I'm fine. So why specifically combining peanut only with, or maybe I can combine rice protein or some other protein with that. Maybe soy protein with moong protein.
Hold on 1 second. Maybe you guys have to take one more tour around the campus.
Yes, sir.
The
We need
nice
more time.
design, and they need more time. Yeah, they need a little bit more time. Let's not attack them more. But they do have a good product. Moong is a very sustainable. But I have always one question, because moong protein isolates are becoming more and more popular in the Western world. That's really true, because they do have a lot of functional properties. But we consume moong as a special dal throughout India. And if Western people are now eating more and more moong protein isolate, the price of moong in India can increase, because they would like to sell it to, because all Alfonso mangoes are available in Copenhagen, but not in the local market, right?
Yeah.
The price here, Alfonso, becomes super high because they don't want to sell it to local people, right? Now, how do you solve this particular problem? Maybe you can answer this question. How do you help the Indian to use your product, but you still have to want to also make a profit out of it? What would be the answer for this?
I think the certain answer for this would be the sustainable agriculture system or farming, we can say. Means at the root level only we have to, yes. And we should go for the sustainable farming systems only, where we are not using pesticides or insecticides to grow more,
Yeah.
but to with the crop rotation parameter, we should grow more often. More
Grow, so to increase the productivity, then you can try to balance the demand for the local market and
as well as
foreign
for the
market.
foreign market. Yes.
Good. Well done.
And we should go for the breeding programs also to increase the protein content
Within the seed.
the crops which will be specifically grown for the protein isolation only.
Absolutely, yeah.
That can be the solution.
Well done. Thank you so much, group number 3. So, and then you can talk internally and fight later. Go and point him. Yes, thank you so much. Well done. So, well done. Well done. We have been discussing about the locally available sources for protein production, especially alternative proteins. We discussed about bamboo shoot as an alternative proteins. We discussed about a local insect called locust as an alternative proteins. We discussed about a local seed called jackfruit seed as an alternative. We also discussed about the dal, local dal as an alternative protein sources. So it is a fantastic discussion. I hope you enjoyed it. Did you?
Yes, yes.
So, did you enjoy it?
Yes, yes.
Yes, good. And I mean, this is something I really want to have this called peer supervision. That means you discuss about among each other, and then you can start thinking better and better and better, and that thinking will create new ideas, and those new ideas can become a new startup. New startup can become a new business. So that's something I wanted to. That's why I wanted to have this discussion.